Alright guys, welcome to another segment of Who Would Win, where I'm basically think of two characters, and you guys tell me who do you think would come out on top in a fight. And this time around, it's going to be another giant monster fight, pitting Kong, and for reference, if you're wondering which Kong, because there are multiple, this is going to be the Skull Island version of Kong. So we got 100-foot Kong versus Smaug from the Lord of the Rings series. So yeah, dragon versus giant monkey. Yep. So let's go over how would a fight between Kong and Smaug go down. Now, Kong, since this is the Skull Island version, this Kong is 100 feet tall, he's very agile for his size, he's very intelligent, and he's also, as we can see, like, he's capable of using weapons, he can think out of a situation, and he's also incredibly durable. You know, he takes a lot of blows from the military as well as the skull crawlers, and he continues to fight non-stop throughout the match. Throughout the movie, excuse me. So that's kind of the things, that Kong has a really high tolerance for pain, and he's very brutal. But on the other end of the spectrum, you've got Smaug, who has something Kong doesn't have. Well, two things Kong doesn't have. One, he has the aerial advantage. Smaug has, the aerial advantage, and two, he's a walking flamethrower. Flying flamethrower, I should say. Let's also not forget that Smaug is incredibly intelligent. In fact, he is capable of speech. That's something Kong doesn't have. So, but not to say Kong's stupid, but Smaug is, when you're capable of speech, that means you're very intelligent. Plus, let's not forget that dragons in the continuity of Lord of the Rings are like weapons of mass destruction, and the only thing that could kill them by human standards are pretty much black arrows. Although there were wizards, but there aren't. It's very evident that wizards haven't killed dragons in the Lord of the Rings universe in a long time. So, and there aren't really other monsters outside of Balrogs and maybe a few giants that can take on a dragon and survive. So this is a really tough. This is going to be a really tough one for Kong. Like I said, Smaug has the aerial advantage. Now, Smaug's length ranges from 75 to about 100 feet, so about as long as maybe one, maybe two jetliner. 747 jetliners. So Kong has like the height advantage, but they're kind of roughly the same length at some point. So yeah, Kong is going to be, on the ground. He can jump, and if he can get somewhere where he can climb, but the problem is that Smaug can just fly somewhere else, or he can just fly higher. And let's not forget that Smaug's fire is so hot that it could just decimate villages in just an instant. It's just a tsunami of flames coming out of that mouth. So Kong is going to be put at a kind of a disadvantage because, yeah, Smaug can keep away from Kong. He can easily keep away from Kong, but here's the other thing. Kong's kind of got the strength advantage. I think Kong may have the strength advantage. Remember, this is a guy who could easily pick up a boat, or this Kong can easily just rip through anything and pick up huge boulders like it was nothing. And like I said, Kong's not an idiot. It's very clear in Skull Island that version of Kong is to quote got the 60s King Kong vs. Godzilla, Kong is a thinking animal. So yeah, he is he's very intelligent in his own right. So Kong, Kong's gonna realize, I can't fight this thing up front. I gotta use my head here. Plus, Kong could easily figure out, hey, I wonder if I climb up here and maybe if I jump, I can probably get him. And let's also not forget that another thing, that while Smaug has the, he has the intelligence, the fire, as well as the flight, the problem is that he's very arrogant. He is, very vain, very, arrogant, and he'll probably look at Kong as like some big dumb animal. And he may actually fly, while he's kind of mocking Kong, he's going to be he won't realize that, he may be flying a little too low. Because here's the thing, Smaug is going to have to stay in the sky a lot, because the moment he goes down on the ground, he's on Kong's turf. And not to say Smaug is, big and sluggish, because it is very clear he can move pretty fast when he wants to, but he doesn't move as fast as Kong does on the ground. It's very evident, as dragons are more appropriate to the sky. So if the moment Smaug lands, he's fighting on Kong's terms. But again, you have to understand that, yeah, he also not only has the fire breath, he also has that tail and those claws that could easily cut into Kong's flesh. So this is another tough one because, yeah, and like I said, Kong could easily like pick up something like a tree or something to try to fight long range. In a fight between him and Smaug. It could easily be that he could try to find a weapon of some sort to combat Smaug. And remember, he's pretty agile. Kong's pretty agile, so he's going to be he's going to realize, oh shit, that stuff's fire. I don't like fire. I gotta move. But yeah, like I said, but Smaug's going to stay in the air and probably burn the whole area. That's the thing, is that Smaug can just easily stay in the sky and just start throwing fire all over the place, and easily probably cut off Kong's escape plan. So this is kind of a tough one. This is but the moment Kong can get a hold of Smaug in any way, he ain't letting go. That's the big thing here, is that the moment he catches Smaug, yeah, he's not gonna let go. Not until he's dead. So yeah, this is a kind of tough one. Both monsters have incredible intelligence. They both have their own pros and cons. So this is a real tough one. This is an absolute yeah. This is really hard, guys. This is a really hard one. So I really don't know who would come out on top in a fight between Kong and Smaug. So yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below. If you think Kong would win, list off the reasons why you think Kong would win with hashtag Kong wins, and list off the reasons why you think Kong would win. If you think Smaug, on the other hand, would win, put hashtag Smaug wins, and list off the reasons why you think Smaug would come out on top in this match, because I honestly don't know. There's pros and cons to both sides of this fight, so I'm really curious to see what you guys have to say about this one. But, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and really looking forward to see what you guys have to say about this. Anyway, I'm out.